See these tracks? Tracks from illegal. He's caught them in his bed.
Flat tire. Now it's gonna be us walking through the desert.
They've come up to the house now.
There's 4 of them right there.
This is just shut down.
These guys have a hell of a sense of humor. I feel sorry for the Border Patrol. Can you imagine working for a boss and him not backing you up? $9,000 to get across with the cartel.
How do people get the money?
I don't know what I would do without him. Treat him better than I treat myself.
He is here legal. He's working and he's making money.
So why aren't more people doing that?
Can you imagine the same deal going on up north? Oh my God.
Good morning from beautiful West Texas. Many ranchers out here are dealing with all sorts of challenges. One is the drought, another is inflation. But for some of them, they're also dealing with migrants coming through their ranch. So this morning, we're gonna meet up with a local rancher who said he's got stories to tell. We're gonna talk to him, get a better understanding of what the situation is like these days. Let's do this.
Oh yeah? You want to see some backpacks and tracks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Let's go. These guys have a hell of a sense of humor.
How about you, Brent?
Yeah, I'm pretty dry. Jesse's my neighbor. Raimundo and Hugo. Hugo's worked for me for... ¿Cuántos años tú trabajas aquí? 10 años? 10 años. Yeah, 10 years. So he's family. Mundo, ¿y cuántos años? 6. A la verga, 6 años. That's a bad word I just said, but he's worked here for 6 years. Raimundo's H2A, that's agriculture. He's here 10 months out of the year, and then he goes home to Mexico for 2 months out of the year. He is legal. He can be here. He can go through checkpoints. He can go to town. He is here legal, and he's working and he's making money.
So why aren't more people doing that?
Taking a lot longer to get it processed, huh?
No.
Okay, so that visa is taking a lot more time these days.
Yeah, so he'll be gone December, January, and he's here 1st of February.
Okay.
This year, they didn't get back. ¿Cuándo te vas para atrás? Marzo
17, marzo.
Yeah, so the end of freaking March, he's over a month late, and all it is just the paperwork.
Is it because there are more people applying?
Oh, they didn't have any help.
Short-staffed at the embassy or wherever it's done.
You see these tracks? These are all these are all tracks from illegal.
Okay. So Mexico's right over there.
Yeah, Mexico's south. So there's this big spring over here. They go lay up over there. They have cell service right here. Marathon's right over there.
Checkpoints over there.
Yeah.
So basically
right over there.
they come over the border, get driven up a ways before the checkpoint, come over this land, and then go back out, and there's another car waiting.
Yep. That's it. They get on 90 and then
once they're north enough, game over.
Yeah, once they get to Highway 90, sky's the limit.
What's the story overall these days? Is it getting a lot worse, better, same?
Well, it's getting a lot worse. There's lots of folks in this little group here, and that's just one of the big groups, you know. It's happening a lot.
So it's becoming more of a problem.
Oh yeah, maybe less of a problem because people aren't paying attention to it anymore, but it's happening more.
So you need, what, 3,500 to get over the river? Something, I've heard that. But there's not even a river in some areas. You can just walk over the dirt.
Oye, ¿cuántos pagan los carteles por pasar un hombre?
$9,000.
Huh? $9,000
To do what?
to get across with the cartel per person.
Just over the Rio Grande.
Just to get across. Tú no le pagas los carteles, no pasa. Yeah, if you don't pay the cartel, you're not getting across. And that's
so
that's,
$9 grand. Does he know that numbers for? I've heard all different numbers.
No, ha subido. Van para arriba y para arriba.
That's it. It just keeps going up.
$9 grand. So how do people get the money?
Empeñan casas, venden casas. Hay familias de este lado que los vaquean, que los ayudan.
They sell their house.
They give up houses, cars, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They have
And
to
then
give up.
the people that they have on this side send them money.
Hugo has his green card, right?
Does he?
Sí, yo tengo residencia.
So how did he feel about doing it that way versus, like, I bet he feels more secure being here with his green card versus...
No te pueden agarrar 3 veces borracho, o sea, que hayas tomado, o sea, o que una felonía, o sea, que hayas matado a alguien, sabes bien que vas para...
He feels comfortable and not a threat, you know, of being deported. Just, you know, they have to follow certain rules. You can't, you know, you can't get in trouble with the law, go get drunk.
I heard that.
Whatever
Borracho
stuff.
in un bar.
Sí. Borracho. No. Mis respetos para eso.
Look at all those tracks right there. I mean, since the inaugural, there's all been fresh tracks. Inauguration.
Is there less fear, do you think? Because they know there might not be consequences? Or?
There is no consequence. I mean, yeah, what are they going to do? Ship them back? That's why Ronnie and I mean, the sheriff's department, you know, we file charges for trespassing. I mean, you start the record on them, and then they have a record. But I mean, they have just flooded the system.
So if a guy gets caught here, what happens?
If a guy gets caught on me, we file trespassing charges. If they catch him right there on the highway, Border Patrol gets him, they just give him a ride home and
A ride home.
or a ride back to Mexico.
You were asking if they're doing it with less fear, and I mean, it's obvious they're almost boastful about it, you know, like they're freaking being rude about it, just right in front of our faces.
So these guys, they're interested in this story because they're doing it the right way. And how does it make them feel?
These guys, they're such good people, they still feel bad for the guys that are walking and everything, but I mean, there's got to be a sense of, you know, why is it so easy for them when I had to go through all these steps, you know? They were just saying on the way over here how if you see people walking in the pasture, it's more than likely Guatemalans or someone else, because the Mexicans are hiding. They're not trying to be seen.
It's gonna rain, but I took the backpack. These guys, they're just coming through here. They don't want to get caught here. They want to get the hell out of here.
Okay, as a rancher, is it a challenge for you? Is this an added challenge, or you just really don't even notice it? Not a real big deal?
Well, no, you notice it. I mean, they leave gates open. They'll tap into a water line. Once they tap into that, you'll lose 20, 30,000 gallons of storage. Ryan Walsh south of here, I mean, hell, they break into his house all the time. I mean, that guy, he's a comical son of a gun. But I mean, hell, he's caught him in his bed, you know, just catching a
not
nap.
with his wife, I hope.
No, not with his wife, but
Okay.
I mean, just taking a nap. Can you imagine the same deal going on up north? If Nancy Pelosi found somebody sleeping in her bed, oh my God. They're probably more inundated with illegals than we are down here. These people are smart. They go and they're living in downtown Dallas, they're in New York, to where they all blend in and nobody's gonna do shit about it. What's really changed about this part of the country is so now with the policies, they can go to Del Rio, they can go to Acuna, and they can seek asylum and then get across. So the people that are coming through here are the tatted up gangbangers or the guys that don't want to get caught that already have a record.
So you're getting all types, you know, you're getting mothers and children, you're getting people with honest asylum cases, you're getting people just wanting a better life, and then you're getting the fentanyl, you know, sex trafficking people, all of it.
Yeah.
So everything.
Yeah, I mean, you can look in the Alpine Avalanche, the blotter, what the Brewster County Sheriff's has caught in the last week, and I mean, it's all human trafficking and drugs. I mean, the people seeking asylum, I don't think they come through here. I mean, hell, it's easier to get a ride to Del Rio or to Juarez, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how does it make the locals feel, when you see that in the paper?
I hate to say it, but I mean, I think everybody's just got so damn numb to it because it happens so often. I got no problem with him if he's busting his ass. But you know what? If he's got the intention to come in here knowing that I'm fixing to pay for all his shit, no, that's not it. And these guys, I mean, man, they did it by the book. They contribute to society. They
Right.
work their asses off.
We so need workers in this country.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Job openings everywhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you what.
Every city I go to.
White people are the laziest. I'm telling you.
What color are you?
I'm white as they come. I mean, my last name's Charles.
You're an exception, or
My
you're pretty
last name
lazy?
is Charlesworth. I am a straight running honky. I mean, I'm that far from being a Mennonite. I mean, I'm a white boy.
So white people are as lazy as...
I'm telling you, white people are lazy.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? Well, for one, they quit whipping their ass in school. They started free lunch programs, so they don't have to work anymore. We are training these white people to just wait for the government to feed them. I mean, when I was going to school, you had a lunch. You could take a sack lunch, or they gave you lunch. Now, I mean, hell, they'll feed you breakfast, they'll feed you lunch. In the summertime, you're not even supposed to be at school. Our society is so dependent on government, and that's how they want us.
But you're not lazy.
No, I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that's. You don't get lazy by having that kind of tan. Look at your hands. You don't get this tan. I mean, that's. Yeah.
You're a character,
kind of
Flat tire. Now it's going to be us walking through the desert.
I mean, just like animals. I mean, how long do you get to suck on a tit? I mean, you can't do it your whole life. You get about 9 months of it, and then it's just gonna dry up. You grow teeth, you start biting that titty, you're gonna get kicked off. That's what's happening right now.
With what?
Society. Everybody is sucking on that tit. It's gonna go dry.
What can a cowboy teach the country?
Quit being a pussy and go make a living.
So this is just shut down. And so a day like today, they're just going on up in the car, right? No stop.
Probably.
But when they're set up here, they're just going behind.
Yeah, going around.
Going around. Your tax dollars at work. That's the checkpoint right there, right? Why are they dropping clothes here?
I don't know why they're changing it, but then they'll hit that draw right there. And then
So just go right behind it.
Yeah, just go right behind it. I mean, I feel sorry for the Border Patrol. They're working their ass off, but they're closed right now because they have so many cases. There's so many people coming across, and there's so much paperwork and they don't have enough boots on the ground. I mean, can you imagine working for a boss and him not backing you up?
How you doing, Peter?
I'm Leslie.
Nice to meet you. I have one question.
Okay.
The poodle was Brent's decision or yours?
Mine.
How's it been for you, the situation? You've noticed a big difference, or?
Yes. Well, yes. They've come up to the house now, and then I've seen some in the pasture, which I never have seen in 20 years. Anytime you're a girl by yourself and there's strange men around, it makes you feel a little strange. Yes.
Right.
So there's 4 of them right there. The trailer's parked right there. That's 4 Guatemalans.
So what happened there? They came up to here and they wanted.
They came up to here and they wanted help. They wanted me to give them a ride to Houston, which I was like, "To Houston?" I'm like, "No, I can't go to Houston."
Let me ask you this: with the media, you can see the border situation on Fox, but it's more like the fireworks. They're sitting in a helicopter, like trying to get as much fear going as possible. Mm-hmm. Or it's the alternative, which is the other mainstream media, would be like CBS or CNN or NPR. They're just not even having this story. They're not touching it. What are your guys' thoughts about that? Like,
I mean, they don't. I mean, NPR, CNN, they don't. And to them, it's not a problem. Maybe they just don't want the rest of the United States to know that there is a problem. Okay. It's all peas and carrots.
And I don't think people care unless it affects them directly, and this isn't affecting them directly. They don't see how it is. But
right. But if they had four random guys,
walk into their yard,
and everyone's gone and just the wife is home, they're going to be concerned all of a sudden, right?
They wouldn't like it either.
Yeah. Is this your daughter on the horse?
Yes.
That's her.
She lives out here, obviously, on the ranch.
She's a junior in high school.
She pays rent.
Okay. Where she does? No.
He works.
I never understand. I don't get his humor fully.
Like, he is 100% better, isn't he?
Yeah, like 10 times better.
unbelievable.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Peter.
Nice to meet you, Emily.
Emily, how do you love living on the ranch?
I love it.
Yeah? You're out on the horse every day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You help the family with all the
Yes, sir.
duties? I love the sir out here. It's really nice.
Respect. Yeah.
It's respect.
I mean, I was raised that way. She was raised that way, and I mean, our daughter's raised that way.
So has anything, let me ask you this, has anything really changed out in this part of West Texas in, say, the last 10 years? Because it seems, if you look out here, no people, horses, or has anything changed?
Well, I mean, that's the beauty about West Texas. I mean, this isn't going to change because it's all private property, and there's only 3 or 4 landowners, you know, in this area. And so, yeah, that's not going to change. What has changed are the towns.
How so?
Well, everybody's wanting to get out of California, so you take Marathon, you take Alpine, take Marfa. I mean, it's all changed because they want to get away from California or Austin, New York, wherever. And the first thing they do when they get here is they want to change it just to where it's just like where they came from. So, I mean, you have a whole different mentality. Your city councils are different. I mean, it's completely different because the locals are just complacent and they're fine with how it was run. And you know, most of them were conservatives, and then all of a sudden they wake up one day after the election, and you have different city council. You have, you know, mask mandates. People, what they want to do in Alpine, that guy from California got on this.
Yeah, he wanted to change where everybody had to have a certain HVAC unit or something in their buildings in Alpine.
And I mean,
California stuff. So I think that we were all really used to the local governments not being very controlling. And then when COVID came, they had a lot of control, and people really realized how much they had changed.
Welcome to West Texas. Look at that dust storm.
It's coming this way.
It's headed this way.
So what do you do when that comes in? Just get inside?
Sit there and take it.
Put goggles on.
And put goggles on.
This is your horse, huh? What's the name? Okay.
He's cool. He's a cow horse.
So no brand. Why don't you put a brand if you're on a ranch? I know that's a rookie question, but...
We don't brand our horses. We'll brand a couple of them, but
okay.
Not him. Just the ones that don't have a bunch of markings on them. This is Dee Dee. She's a barrel horse. She's super cool.
These are like your friends in a way, right? Your horses?
Yeah, these are the only things I'm around every day. This is Bridie Lou. She's a metallic cat. She's 5.
Okay.
This is Cheeseburger. This is my main breakaway horse. Betty's a cat. Super cool. 8-year-old. I don't know what I would do without them. I'm with them every day, all day. Morning and night. Ride them during the day. I get baths. Treat them better than I treat myself. This is Hallelujah. She's my head horse. She's really cool. She's one of my favorites. She's very friendly.
Very personal. Can I pet her?
Yeah.
I'm actually scared to ride horses.
You are?
Yeah.
Why?
One bee sting and game over, right?
No, it's not that bad.
You have to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't.
I won that one. Dad won that one, and then my sister won that one.
How'd you win it?
Just a youth rodeo. I won first.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
these are all my custom saddles. These are all my good saddles.
Thanks for opening up your ranch today.
No, thank you.
Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Muchas gracias.
Okay.
All right, guys. Very interesting story, and one, unfortunately, that doesn't get shown so much. And there's no simple solution, but the status quo seems very hard for the people living in this part of the country. My oversimplified solution from what I've seen and what I understand to this very complex problem is we need more H-2A visas to allow people to come here to work legally and be able to go back to Mexico and then come back. More of an easy pathway to become citizens if people have proved themselves, they've added to society, and much less of this just leave it open and deal with people dying in the desert and cartels making a fortune and illegals that are here 3-4 years in America, get a speeding ticket, get deported. It just seems unsustainable and pretty much unfair to everyone. That's a wrap. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.